All right, so here it is. Here is the much awaited video. This is going to be my OSCP experience. And if you follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, you'll probably already know that I have cleared the Offensive Security Certified Professional. I was able to pass the OSCP exam on my first attempt. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience, how I approached the exam, how I prepared for it, and also obviously my experience during the actual exam. But before we move on with the video, a really quick word about the sponsors of this video. This video is sponsored by appmysite.com. This video is sponsored by appmysite.com. With appmysite.com, you can quickly convert your website into a native mobile application for both Android and iOS. That's right. You don't even have to write a single line of code, and you don't even need the help of a programmer. It's as simple as entering the link to your website, choosing the app appearance, icon, themes, background, choose what content you want to display on your app, and that's it. The AI will automatically create your application from your website. You can then preview your app and download the APK or IPA file depending on whether you're building an Android or an iOS app. The coolest thing is that you can also integrate your app with Firebase, Chat System, and Google AdMob, which enables you to even monetize your app and make money from it. You can also automatically publish updates to your apps from your dashboard itself. You can even push unlimited notifications to your app's users from your dashboard. All your app's maintenance is done by AppMySite, and you don't have to worry about a thing. So go ahead and check out appmysite.com and convert your website into a native mobile app. You can even start for absolutely free of cost. The link will be in the description below. All right, so first let's talk about the exam structure. If you don't already know the exam structure, let me briefly explain it to you. So there's going to be one Active Directory set which contains three machines. Two of them are going to be domain joined machines, and one of them is going to be a domain controller. And in order for you to receive marks for this Active Directory set, you have to compromise the domain controller. So you can't just compromise one or two of the domain joined machines and expect to receive any points. In other words, there are no incomplete points that can be awarded through this Active Directory set. In order to get the points from the Active Directory set, you have to compromise the whole Active Directory network, or in other words, compromise the domain controller. So the weightage for the Active Directory set is 40 marks. The total marks for the exam is obviously 100. So if you do the Active Directory set completely, you get 40 marks out of 100. And then there are going to be three more standalone machines. And as the name suggests, these machines are standalone. They're not linked or related to the other machines in the exam. The weightage for each of these standalone machines is going to be 20 points each. So together it's going to be 60 points. So 60 points for the standalone machines and 40 points for the Active Directory set. The total is 100. And also don't forget about the bonus points. You will be able to receive 10 bonus points if you complete at least 80% of topic exercises in each module in the OSCP training material. That's step one for getting the bonus points. Step two is you have to submit at least 30 proof.txt hashes while doing the OSCP practice labs that you will also get with your OSCP training material. So if you satisfy these two conditions, you will be awarded 10 bonus points during the exam. So the maximum marks that you can get in the OSCP exam is 110 out of 100, considering the 10 bonus points. So that's about the exam structure. Now let me talk about my personal experience with the OSCP certification exam. I scheduled my exam on November 22nd this year, 2023 at 9 a.m. Chicago time. And I joined the proctoring tool at 8:45 a.m. because you're actually asked to join 15 minutes prior to your exam start date. You basically have to join a proctoring tool. You don't have to download anything. It's a web-based proctoring tool. You'll get the credentials and all that stuff to log into your proctoring tool. So you just have to, log in to the proctoring tool 15 minutes prior to your exam. And once you join the proctoring tool, you are asked to do an ID verification. You are supposed to present a government issued ID that can identify you. And once you do that, you have to show a 360-degree view of your room to the proctor, because obviously no one else is allowed in the room except for you. So you have to make sure that, the proctor has to make sure that your room is empty. Only you are the one who is present in the room. And then I get the OpenVPN pack for the exam, which I'll be able to connect. So once I connect to the OpenVPN pack configuration file, whatever it's called, I am now able to access the exam environment. So I started the exam at exactly 9 a.m. because I was done with all the ID verification process before the exam start time. So I was able to actually start the exam at exactly 9 a.m. So I started with a standalone machine, and I did all the enumeration, and I found some interesting things, some potential footholds and all that stuff. But I was not able to actually exploit anything or get a foothold on the target. So I kind of just paused the machine right there, and I went ahead to explore a different standalone machine. And by around 12:45 in the afternoon, I was able to successfully get the user flag and the root flag for this standalone machine. Awesome. So now that I'm done with one standalone machine, I secured myself 20 points because I got both user flag and the root flag. So if you get user flag, you get 10 points. If you get root flag, you get 10 points. If you get both, you get 20 points, which is the maximum that you can score for a standalone machine. So I got 20 points. And now that I got 20 points, if you do the math, also, I forgot to tell you that I already secured the 10 bonus points by doing the things that I told you. So if you do the math, I have 20 points, I have 10 bonus points. So in total, I have 30 points. So the minimum passing marks for OSCP is 70. So since I have 30 points, I need 40 more points to pass the exam. And how can I get those 40 points? I just need to do the Active Directory set because it has a weightage of 40 points. So if I do the Active Directory, I'll get 40 points, and that's it. I have passed my OSCP exam. So with this in my mind, I started with the Active Directory set, and at around 2:22 in the afternoon, I was able to successfully poon one of the domain joined machines. And then at 2:26 in the afternoon, which is less than 15 minutes later, I was able to also poon the second domain joined machine. And when I say poon, I mean completely own the system, like get root access to the system basically. So by 2:36 in the afternoon, I was able to hack both the domain joined machines in Active Directory set. But that's not enough. As I said, there are no incomplete points that can be awarded in Active Directory set. I have to hack all the 3 machines in the Active Directory set to get any points. So the last thing that I need to do is to get the domain controller, get system rights on the domain controller. And I started doing my thing, and at around 2:57, which is, approximately around 20 minutes later, after when I pooned the second domain join machine, I was also able to get system level rights on the domain controller. And with that, I am done with my Active Directory set. And I got 40 points. So the total points that I have right now is 40 plus 20 plus 10, 70, which is enough to pass the OSCP exam. So I started at 9 a.m. and by 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I have passed my OSCP exam, which is in less than 6 hours. I have enough points to pass the exam. But obviously, I did not want to stop my exam there because there are still 2 more machines that are left. So I took a lunch break, and obviously prior to this lunch break, I took many bathroom breaks. You have to basically let the proctor know that you're going on a bathroom break, and you can go to the bathroom break, and yeah, you are allowed to take as many breaks as you would like. So after I finished the Active Directory set, I went on a lunch break. I grabbed my lunch, I relaxed for a bit, I made up my mind, all that's going through my mind is, yes, I've passed the OSCP. So that really made me relax a lot. So I came back at 3:40 in the afternoon, 3:40 p.m., something like that. And then I started doing one of the standalone machines. And this took quite a time, not gonna lie. I think it's because, I was maybe too relaxed that I already passed the exam. I got the local.txt, which means the user flag for one of the standalone machines. And then at around 11:18, which is after 5 minutes, I also got the root flag. So I got root access to the system. So at this point, I've also completed. So at this point, I've completed 2 standalone machines and 1 Active Directory set, and my total points right now is 90 out of 100. But there is still one more standalone machine that is left to do, and I did not take any break after doing that, after completing that penultimate standalone machine, because I wanted to get a perfect score. Well, I was too ambitious. So I started the last standalone machine right away. The only thing probably that I hate about OSCP is that once you are done with the exam, you don't get an answer key for the for the machines that you get in the exam. You don't get of walkthroughs. If you're not able to solve any machine in your exam, there is no way of knowing what is the intended way of solving it, or how you're supposed to hack that machine. Done a lot of enumeration, I've tried a lot of things. I spent so much time on this last standalone machine, but I was able to find some interesting things, which I think is the intended way of the machine, but I was not able to find a way to exploit these things that I found. I was not able to get a foothold on the target, which sucks, but it's okay. I still got 90 points out of 100. And the next day at 9 a.m., the exam ended and everything was over. And the next 24 hours, I get to prepare the report. The report preparation it did not take me more than 3 hours, to be honest with you. Oh, and one more important thing that I would like to tell you. It's probably too late to be saying this late in the video, but note taking while exam is the most important thing. Just take screenshots of everything that you do in the exam, because in the report, if your report, even though if you manage to get the flags for all the machines, or if you manage to get enough points to pass the exam, if your report is not good, you're going to fail the exam. So take screenshots of everything, because you need to document every little thing in your report. You don't want to miss out on anything. So take screenshots of everything, take notes of everything that you have done, so that when you're doing the report, you can include all of this. I used Obsidian editor to take my notes. The good thing about Obsidian, it's a markdown editor, so I can just take a screenshot and I can paste it in the note. And if I want to move it, I can just Control C that image and paste it in any other thing. Right? So that's a really good way of taking screenshots and organizing them in between your notes. That's about my exam. So I got my results back on November 28th. On November 22nd, I took the exam, and 6 days later, on November 28th, I got my certification. I got an email from OffSec saying that I've passed the OSCP, and I was so happy. I instantly posted this on my Instagram and on my Twitter. Talking about the difficulty of these machines, I thought the standalone machines are actually quite harder compared to the Active Directory set. I know this is an unpopular opinion. People usually struggle with Active Directory set, but I thought Active Directory was actually very easy. Maybe I just got lucky, but I don't know. I felt like Active Directory is a piece of cake, and I was able to solve Active Directory in very much less time. The standalone machines, on the other hand, I wouldn't say that they are hard. I just kind of did overthink a little bit, but after figuring out the correct way to hack those standalone machines, I felt like it is also easy. Not as easy as Active Directory set, but I still think it's pretty straightforward. At least one of the standalone machine is. The other one is a little bit complicated. Once again, I'm not saying it's hard or anything. It just needed a little bit more work compared to the other standalone machine. Both of the standalone machines that I was able to hack were completely solvable, completely doable. But the third standalone machine, I don't even know. Like, I've spent the most amount of time on the third standalone machine, but I was still not able to even get user level access, the user flag, and I have no idea how to do it, how to solve it. So I think the third standalone machine is the hardest one probably in the whole exam, and I was not able to do it. I wish I can see the solution somehow, but there is simply no way of doing that. So yeah, Active Directory, I thought it was easy. When I started my OSCP training, I had no idea, literally no idea about Active Directory concepts. I knew nothing about Active Directory. And I know most of the people are also actually scared of Active Directory, but let me tell you, you don't have to be scared. Like, just refer to the Active Directory modules in the OSCP training material, and that should be enough. That should give you enough knowledge to pass the OSCP exam. That's all I can say. You just don't have to be scared about Active Directory. It's not that complicated once you go through the OffSec training modules. Now let me talk about how I prepared for OSCP. So many people actually take pre-preparation courses. Like, even before you take you pay for the OSCP training material, which is the actual material that you're supposed to go through to pass the OSCP exam. Many people take pre-preparation courses which are supposed to help them pre-prepare for the OSCP, and honestly I think it's not really required. I'll be honest with you, even I took a pre-preparation course for OSCP. Did take a a course called Windows Privilege Escalation, and it was. I'm not saying the course is bad. The course is good. The content is good, but I just don't think it's necessary. All the things that you require to pass the OSCP is included in the OSCP training material that you paid for. Everything is included in there. You don't need anything else. Initially, even I was skeptical because I thought the OSCP training material itself would not be enough to pass the OSCP exam, but I was wrong. The material is enough, guys. You don't have to like enroll for any other courses or anything. But I will say that Hack the Box or Try Hack Me would definitely help, but they don't help as much as the OSCP labs that you get with your training material. Well, I'm going to say it right now. I think Hack the Box is much more difficult than OSCP. Hack the Box as a platform, I mean, just because there is a huge variety of concepts in Hack the Box. I'm not saying OSCP is limited to a very few concepts. OSCP still have a lot of concepts that you need to learn, but not as many as Hack the Box, the entire platform of Hack the Box. So I'm just saying there is a lot of variance when it comes to Hack the Box machines. Each machine in Hack the Box is very different from from other machines. There are just a lot of concepts. But in OSCP, there are a lot of concepts, but not as many as Hack the Box. So my personal opinion is that Hack the Box is much more difficult than OSCP. If you would want me to compare Hack the Box machines to OSCP, I would say the medium difficulty Hack the Box machines are probably closely related in terms of difficulty to OSCP machines that you get on your OSCP exam, or even the OSCP labs that you get with your training material. So yeah, that's about it. I think Hack the Box will help you to prepare for OSCP, but I still don't think it's absolutely required that you do Hack the Box. You can still pass OSCP without ever doing Hack the Box, but Hack the Box definitely helps. So there is this wonderful Excel document. If you search for TJ Null OSCP list, it contains a compilation of Hack the Box retired machines that are closely related to OSCP machines. So you can go ahead and try these machines. You don't have to completely do them by yourself. You can refer the walkthroughs. The main thing is to learn, right? Try to solve these machines first before you do OSCP. I think that helps a little bit, but not as much. As I said, everything that you need to pass the OSCP exam is included in the OSCP training material and the OSCP practice labs and the topic exercises. Me personally, I did do many Hack the Box machines even before preparing for OSCP. I've been doing Hack the Box for a long time, and my current rank on Hack the Box is Pro Hacker, just to give you a reference. But I don't mean to say that you need to be a pro hacker on Hack the Box to actually achieve OSCP, because that's not the case. Hack the Box and OSCP are two different things, so you have to understand that. All right, so let's talk about the OSCP training material now. So my personal experience with OSCP is I took the 3-month bundle where I get access to the training material and the labs for 3 months. And once the 3 months is over, I get another 3 months buffer time to schedule and attempt my exam attempt that I get free with the training material. It costed me around like 1800 or 1850 US dollars. I don't remember the exact amount. Somewhere around that, 1800 to 1850 US dollars for the 3 months bundle. And the first 2 months, I did not do much. Probably I did 10% of the training material in the first 2 months. 90% of it, I have done it in the last month. So in 3 months, I am done with the complete OSCP training material, and I've also completed 80% of the topic exercises that are required to get the 10 bonus points. But I did not even start OSCP labs. So with the OSCP training material, you also get access to OSCP labs. So these labs are obviously designed to prepare you for the actual OSCP exam, obviously closely related to the things that you would face in the actual exam. So it's very crucial that you actually do these labs. It's very crucial. It's the most important part, if you ask me. But I've not done the labs in the first 3 months. And after those 3 months, my access expired and I was not able to access the labs anymore. So I had to obviously go for the extension. I extended my access for 1 month, which costed me $350, I think, to access my to extend my access for 1 month. I was already done with the training material, so I was not bothered with it. But I started doing the OSCP labs in this 1 month. So there are going to be 6 labs. The first 3 labs are huge. They're not the actual things that you would get in the OSCP exam, but the concepts or the topics that you cover in these labs definitely help you with the exam. The last 3 labs, which are called OSCP A, OSCP B, and OSCP C, they are supposed to be mock exam experience. They are very closely related to the machines that you would get in the actual exam. Even the structure of these labs are similar. Each lab contains 1 Active Directory set and 3 standalone machines, same as the exam. So they are supposed to be like a mock exam experience for you. So I've done the first 2 labs in around like 1 week. That's all it took to do those first 2 labs. And obviously I'm not able to figure everything out in these labs. So if you get stuck at any point, there is you can get help from OffSec's official Discord server. You can see what other people have done to solve different things in the machine, how they were able to proceed and all that stuff. So you can get a lot of help from from their Discord. There are also like student mentors available all the time, 24/7. So if you ask a question, if you ask a doubt, they will always be there to help you. Well, at least 90% of the time. So yeah, that's a really good resource to get help, their Discord server. So if you took the OSCP, make sure you join the Discord server and register yourself as the OSCP student, because when you do so, you get access to some exclusive channels where you can ask doubts, get help from other students, all that stuff. It's awesome. So I did the first 2 labs completely. I submitted all the possible flags. And remember, the second requirement to get the bonus point is to submit at least 30 proof.txt hashes, right? So I submitted all the available hashes in the first 2 machines. The third machine, I've never even touched it. OffSec itself tells you that this machine is supposed to be an overkill for OSCP. So I had not enough time, so I did not even touch it. Then I went with OSCP A, B, C, which are supposed to be mock exam experience. So what I did is I started a timer for 24 hours, because that's how long the exam is going to be. And I tried to solve each machine or each lab in those 24 hours to see how many points I would get, because this is supposed to be like an OSCP like experience. And quite fortunately for OSCP A, I was able to do all the machines except one standalone machine. For OSCP B, I was able to do everything, a perfect score. OSCP C, something similar to that. But I did get help from the Discord server because I was stuck at some point. So after doing these three, OSCP A, B, and C, I was really confident. I thought I would I thought I would clear OSCP without any issue. I did clear it. So what I'm trying to say is don't neglect the OSCP labs. They are the most important thing. They really give you, or they really train you with things that you would face in the actual exam. So doing OSCP lab actually gives you the pen testing methodology that you're supposed to have in order to pass the OSCP exam. What OSCP is designed to do is it's designed to give you the methodology of a pen tester, so that at any given point of time, while you're trying to compromise a machine, you kind of have an idea of what to do next because you have that methodology. And also, note taking is very crucial while going through the OSCP training material. Make sure that you understand the training material and you take notes in your own language. That's what I did anyway. That's what helped me during the exam. If I wanted to refer to any concept, I would simply open my Obsidian Vault and search for the thing that I want to refer to. And since I've written this in my own language, it's easier for me to like understand. Even if I forgot the topic, which is completely normal, we forget things, but that's okay because I've already understood it in the past and I've written or documented it in my own words, so it would be very, very much easier for me. So note taking is very crucial. Obviously there are many OSCP cheat sheets, which I'm not really against. If you want to save time during the exam, if you don't have like a cheat sheet yourself, I did not have a cheat sheet by myself, and I did refer to some open source OSCP cheat sheets of other people, where it contains like one-liner commands to do particular stuff and all that, and it's really helpful. If you could make your own cheat sheet, that will once again help you to get a grip on the commands. I did not do it, but I did not face any issues with it. You can simply refer to other people's cheat sheets, but note taking is important. Take notes for every module, understand every module, and write it in your own language. And you can use any note taking tools. I used Obsidian. Many people use Cherry Tree, many people use OneNote. These three are like the most popular, but I really like Obsidian, and it's great. I have no regrets. I think I've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. So that is my OSCP experience. So if you liked this video, please do not forget to leave a thumbs up below. If you're not yet a subscriber, obviously you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell icon to receive instant updates about my channel. So if you have any friends or colleagues who are trying to pass the OSCP, share this video with them. It might help them. So yeah, that'll be all for this video. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and also all the best for your OSCP journey.